Hello, y'all. It is me once again. I just witnessed the film Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, and let me just tell y'all right now, this film is magical. Now, I was a really big fan of the early videos back when I was a kid. I didn't think they were the best things ever, but the stop motion, the sort of quirkiness, the weirdness, the randomness to it was really funny and something that was interesting, and definitely something I wouldn't expect to be made into a feature film just because of sort of the obscurity of it, the weirdness of it, and just the fact that it came out so long ago. But once I heard that they were going to make a feature film, I was somewhat excited about it. Then I saw A24 was distributing it, and then I got really excited for this movie to the point where I was just waiting any chance I could to watch this movie as early as possible. And luckily I was able to do so with an A24 membership. I was given these tickets for free through contest, and I freaking saw the movie. And let's talk about it. So first off, before I get into the stuff I really liked about it, because there's a lot, let me get into some of the stuff I didn't quite enjoy. So my first con with this movie is that there were some moments in the film where it just felt a little slow, whether or not certain scenes should have been cut short or should have been absent completely. I think the film knows exactly what it wants to be, what it wants to do, and some of the moments may work for some people, some of them didn't for me. I don't want to specify what specifically because I don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah, there were just some moments where it felt a little slow. There were also some pretty important moments in this film that felt a little open-ended, not spoiling anything, but there was just some stuff that felt a little open-ended that I wish was incorporated on more or touched on a bit more. And there was one character-breaking moment. I'm not going to say who does what. It just felt a little out of character, especially with how one of these characters just acts throughout the entirety of the movie. It felt a little strange to see them act the way they do, but at the same time, later on in the film, they justify it, but it still felt a little off in the moment. And even while talking about it now, it's one of those things that I will probably focus on more upon rewatches, but again, it didn't entirely detract from the experience. And that's pretty much all the stuff I wasn't quite a fan of. Let's talk about all the stuff I really liked. First off, the animation in this movie was awesome. I know that the film overall tries to go for a live action sort of mockumentary look, but at the same time, once you're watching this movie, you got to remember this is all stop motion. The shells and how they talk, how they speak, how they walk, how they're able to communicate and just work with the world. It's so interesting and creative to see. It's unlike anything I've ever seen in a film before. The humor in this movie is so damn funny. Whether it's jokes specifically for children or even some of the more adult jokes that were made in some moments in this film, it's a film that just works for everyone, which is the next thing I want to talk about. This film is really for all ages and demographics. I don't think there's anyone in the world of any age I wouldn't recommend this movie to. Yes, maybe a 3-year-old wouldn't comprehend or understand the entirety of the film, but if you take someone like a 7-year-old or older to the movie, I think they'd be able to get a lot out of it for different reasons. It also doesn't shy away from pretty tough subject matters. Now, yes, every now and then you get a kids film that will tackle a certain tough subject matter, but this one does a great job at doing so and still remaining to be fun and cute. And just the emotion that this film has, it's so powerful watching. Like, once you peel back the layer of watching animated shells going through their lives and just how they live in the world, it's such a important message that this film gives. And to really end off this review, I just wanted to say, like, this film is just so freaking cute, and I really loved everything that this film made me feel. It's really hard to describe how the film makes the audience members invested and engaged in what goes on. I really resonated and related to a lot of the themes that were touched upon in this movie, and again, while it has its fair share of tougher subjects that are present, it somehow continues its preach of a wonderful message of optimism. It really does have to be seen to be believed. It's one of the most unique experiences I've had in a movie theater this year, and I'm so glad I was able to watch it when I did. Very rarely do YouTube web series get turned into theatrical films and have somewhat of a purpose. This film is one of the best adaptations from just a fun little internet project to such an incredible film with a wonderful message and just like, it left me speechless after watching it. And while I want to rate it higher, and I feel that I will upon rewatches. I'd say I want to keep it kind of safe for now, but just know that I really, really did enjoy this movie. There's no one I wouldn't recommend it to. And for now, I'm going to have to keep it at an 8 out of 10, but it's just such a powerful movie. And I'm so excited to tell y'all that this is it. This is the movie that everyone should go check out. It is one of my favorites of the year, and it made me cry. And not many movies do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed what I had to say about the film. Check it out if or when you can. And yeah, to conclude the video, stay safe, stay awesome, and go watch a movie. Much love. Peace.